Hi, I'm Matthew, and today we're going to be talking about data privacy. My first question is, what is data privacy? Data privacy relates to how a piece of information or data should be handled based on its relative importance. For instance, you likely wouldn't mind sharing your name with a stranger in the process of introducing yourself, but there's other information you wouldn't share, at least not until you become more acquainted with that person. Open a new bank account though, and you'll probably be asked to share a tremendous amount of personal information well beyond your name. In the digital age, we typically apply the concept of data privacy to critical personal information, also known as personally identifiable information and personal health information. This can include social security numbers, health and medical records, financial data, including bank account and credit card numbers, and even basic but still sensitive information such as full names, addresses, and birth dates. The list of personal information can be pretty extensive. For a business, data privacy goes beyond the PII of its employees and customers. It also includes the personal information that helps the company operate, whether it's proprietary research and development data, or financial information that shows how it's spending and investing its money. Data is an incredibly important asset, and collecting and sharing data can be a big business in today's digital economy. But for a business to safely and successfully take advantage of the data they're collecting, they need to have safeguards in place to ensure data is under tight lock and key end consumers aren't subject to uninvited surveillance. As businesses collect growing amounts of information on their customers, those customers have begun to see potential downsides to this data collection. Data privacy is more important today than ever before, and businesses should be highly concerned with their data privacy policies and procedures for a few different reasons. When data that should be kept private gets into wrong hands, bad things can happen. This leads me to my second question. What are current issues happening with data privacy? Well, a data breach at a government agency can, for example, put top secret information in the hands of an enemy state. A breach at a corporation can put proprietary data in the hands of a competitor. A breach at a school could put students' PII in the hands of criminals who could commit identity theft. And a breach at a hospital or doctor's office can put PHI in the hands of those who might misuse it. While identity theft is a common concern, it's not the only risk your personal data faces. There's a lucrative black market for data, and hackers often sell the information in bulk to professional scammers. Once a scammer obtains your personal information, there are many ways they can use it to infiltrate your personal and professional life, such as overwhelm you with robocalls and emails and attempt to scam you out of more information, attempt to break into your social media accounts and gain access to information about your family and friends, obtain private information about your company or business, or even access your bank or utility accounts. For example, if a scammer obtains your name and email address, they can follow up by overloading you with email or phone scams. These types of communication attempts to trick you into sharing more information or even recorded voice commands that offer access to more of your personal data. However, a huge concern with customers is third-party risk management. It's one thing to ask your customers to trust you with their information and then to assure that your organization has the proper handling protocols and technologies in place. Continuing, it's also another to confirm that third-party companies you work with, such as partners, suppliers, service providers, and others, are doing their part to protect your customers' data as diligently and maintain GDPR compliance. And this leads me to my third question. Why is data collection and data privacy important for businesses? Perhaps the biggest reason why so many companies collect consumer data is that it helps them to get a much better understanding of the way their consumers behave online, define their overall demographics, and identify the ways in which they can improve the overall customer experience. Data makes it much easier for your company to understand what your customers want from your company, the specific products, services they're looking for, and even how they prefer to interact with your brand. When you know more about your customers, you can tweak everything about your business to better fit their needs. You can also improve the ways in which you communicate with your target audience, optimize your website to improve the user experience, and much more.